The purpose of this video is to help you with the process of solving to find a missing side or a missing angle by using this thing that's called the law of sines. Now remember, the law of sines works when you do not have a right triangle. This is when you want to go to the law of sines. And you can create a proportional relationship between the angles and their corresponding sides to help you to solve to either find a missing side, one of the pieces on the bottom, or a missing angle, one of the angles up on the top. To do this, what we want to make sure that we can create is what I like to refer to as a home base. A home base would be a particular side or angle in which you know both the angle and the side directly across from it. So for example, here in this particular triangle on the left, I know that I need to have angle C to create a home base. All right? Well, I know that in every triangle, the angles have to add up to 180 degrees. So if I have 180 degrees and one of the angles is 85 and one of the angles is 75, if I take those away, I know that I can tell that angle C is 20 degrees. This allows me to have what I like to refer to as home base. My home base means the sine of 20 degrees over 11 is a ratio in which I know the value of both pieces of the ratio. Now, I'm going to create from this a proportion. The proportion, in this problem, they want me to find AC, which is this side. So I'm going to say that's equal to the sine of the angle across from X, 85 degrees, over X. In order to solve this proportion, we have to cross multiply. I'm going to use my calculator to do all the work for me. I'm going to say the sine of 85 times 11 divided by the sine of 20 and then round to the nearest tenth because I'm trying to find a side. All right, so on my calculator here I go sine of 85, close that off, times 11 divided by sine 20, close it off, and now my calculator is going to do all the work for me, provided I am in degree mode. And I would get 32.0 for that missing side. I rounded to the nearest tenth because typically that's what we're going to do for finding missing sides. Now, what if the angle is missing? Well, here's what I know right here. In this particular problem, I know that I need to find, and this is not a good example, but that 18 degrees is actually angle B. So I have a home base here between the sine of 18 degrees and the measurement of its side across from it, 33. They want me to find angle A. The side across from angle A is 24, which allows me to write a ratio of the sine of A over its corresponding side, 24. Now, this is the second scenario. I'm missing an angle. In order to find a missing angle, we have to make sure that we still cross multiply and divide like a proportion, solving a proportion. But then at the end, we're going to have to find the inverse trig of whatever we have. So let me walk you through this. We're going to go 24 times the sine of 18. Let's do that first. 24 times sine 18. Close it off, but I'm not done. I have to divide that by 33. Divide that by 33. And that gives me this decimal. This decimal is what the sine of angle A is equal to. So to find the angle, we're going to do the inverse sine, second sine, and I want the calculator to input that long decimal in for me. I can hit second and the negative sign, which puts the answer of the previous problem in it. I close that off, hit enter, and it rounds to 13 degrees. So angle A here is 13 degrees. This is the two possible ways to solve finding or using the law of sines. Hope this helps.